Gye-Nyame date 081420-4. Let's get this adventure on the way. Alright, we about to get started. Day three is with the socks. And Mr. Cat is always trying. Look at that. Look at that. I'll be up there in a second, Cat. We go outside. Day 3 with the socks. About to go out here and run a little bit. Alright, family. Let's do some Gye-Nyame salutations real quick. Just call.
People saying, Akon's out of touch. You've been rich for so long. You've been, successful for so long. And maybe your lens now is being through a very, privileged perspective. And you don't really see what's happening, the drumbeat that's going on in the streets and how people are feeling about the current climate in the globe. Because this is not just happening in America. Across the globe, we're seeing these uprisings and people throwing off the yokes of these chains. What do you say to that?
Well, you mean to them. What I said to them. It's not me. It's actually them that's out of touch. They must have forgotten where I came from. I came from that same area. I just figured out a way to get out of it. I ain't forgot what that is. I can see other things now that's affected by what you're dealing with. But it's your choice to stay there.
Start over.
Or you want to be out of touch and touch something else. I prefer to be out of touch. Like nobody lives to be comfortable in the hood. Like who does that?
Well, wait, hold on. People who buy the fancy cars and drive into projects and have it tricked out with the big screen TVs and the leather couches in the projects that they don't own. Yes, there are people that make the hood comfortable.
Alright, now it's time to get ready for the show. My legs is killing me. But like I said, it's been 4 days now. So we're gonna work it out. Alright, so I will see y'all later in the day. Peace. Just got a long Zoom meeting. Fell asleep on camera. I don't know how it is. I don't fell asleep in the middle of a goddamn show. I don't know how people expect me to stay up on a damn Zoom meeting. Especially when you got to have the camera on. I gotta stay busy. I don't want to sleep. This has always been. People laugh at that shit, right? They don't. Oh, I'm talking to the camera, baby. They don't realize I made it through honor roll on high school like that. I made it through college like that. I've been falling asleep so long, people think something wrong with me if I don't doze off. Listen. But anyway, we want here to talk about how to get something in me, so that way, taking a break. First thing first, I went to Taco Bell, and they pissed me off. Listen, I don't know if you know this, but Taco Bell stopped making the 7-layer burrito. I was shocked and insulted. After all these years, they're going to stop making the 7-layer burrito during the goddamn quarantine. If you're going to change your products after the national emergency. You know what I'm saying? I need some consistency in my life. Anyway, what I really want to talk with y'all about is I had a lesson. And I've been talking for a long time about skin in the game. And a lesson came to me because my mom was talking to me last night about my grandparents. And the one thing about my grandparents, they kind of used to get on my nerves. Every Sunday, regardless of whether I was living with them or I was at my mama's house, I had to go to church. Every Sunday. Every Sunday, we have to get up and we have to go to church. And I never liked it. Well, I ain't gonna take that. Yeah, I liked it sometimes, but I fell asleep in church too. You know, somebody would always be there with the trusty hand of God. They lay hands on me to kind of help me stay awake. I would struggle through, and it seemed like it would drag on and on and on. But I learned a whole lot sitting in that church. I always had questions. And, you know, they answered a couple of my questions wrong, and I kind of, you know, didn't want to deal with it. But I still learned. I learned how to read in the church, you know, because, like, you know, listening to the sermons and stuff was cool and stuff like that. But I would sit back and I would actually read the Bible. I mean, all these people we hear every Sunday, I'm being forced here about this book. But nobody reading the damn book. They only go to where the pastor tell them to go, and they read the small passage, and the pastor go off for about 45 minutes. And so I read the book. You know, and one time, and get back to my story. One time, they asked the kids in Sunday school, why you like the Bible? Because, you know, you had to answer, and you know that your grandma was, you know, if you said something wrong, your grandma was gonna put the hands of the Lord on you, right? So I'm like, so they asked me why I like church and the Bible. I said, man, the Bible is an incredible book. At least that's what they tell me. But, you know, I was looking through there. I mean, like, they take care of everything. They got a book of jobs, you know. I mean, you know, I imagine y'all gonna help us get jobs when we help. I said, nah, little brother. That ain't what the book of, it's called the book of Job. It's not jobs. It say jobs. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you need to learn your Bible, little boy. But anyway, I said, all right. So, but this is what the church taught me about skin in the game. So, as I was coming up, I started noticing some of the tension. Because we extract and separate things. In religion, there's politics. In churches, there's politics. But we don't assume, some of us are very good political people. We just don't know it. It's just been called something else. And as I got older and I look back, it was a lot of political shit going on in the church. And this is what it taught me about skin in the game. So you would have a group of young people who would come, they participate in the choir, but always the tide dish, you know, when they pass in the plate, always pass them, always leave them light. You understand what I'm saying? They was in the choir. Or then you had that group that kind of grew up in the church, but come every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks, you know, come once a month, come holidays. And that group of individuals will get mad about something. They won't change. And they'll go in and they complain to the pastor. They go to the meeting, they complain, you know, and I can hear my grandparents talking about some of the meetings that they had up in the church, you know, I'm just being nosy, just, you know, and they would just let the young people go off. Change wouldn't come. It stayed the same way. But then there's a whole nother group in the church. Group of individuals that have been in church for years. Been coming every week. Rain, sleet, or snow. Church needs something. Need a volunteer. There you go. Time come. The plate leaves a little bit heavier. And when these people wanted something to change, like a new assistant pastor came in, fiery, very inspirational, but for some reason he just wasn't liked by this crew. This crew would make a demand, and that person would disappear. Not in the gangster stop away, but as far as church, they wouldn't be there no more. And when you look back, it was really about skin in the game. You had young people who had energy and did a little bit of something. Kind of, not all the way consistent, but then you had the group who the church was their life. And I remember in the flyers every so often they would put a tide sheet. And everybody would look at the tide sheet to see where, you know what I'm saying? Some people wouldn't look at it because they knew where theirs was, right? But they send the tide sheet around. You could see how much people were giving. And those very same people who was at the top of that tide sheet were the very same people that could look at you and be like, the position you got, you don't got it no more. Because they had skin in the game. Sometime with some of the organizations that we have, we allow people who don't have skin in the game to actually have an opinion. And I'm of the mindset that if you don't have skin in the game, you don't have an opinion. Watch the next video. Watch the next video. Watch the next video. No, I'm just joking, family. Family, thank you for joining us. Be sure to catch us on the next video, family. Peace. Watch the next video. Watch.